Just got back from a flight on Miss Mitchell, so he's doing his after flight cold beer.
Yeah.
Well, it says Art Kemp volunteer, but
Yeah.
I think there's more to your story than that.
He's a B-17 tail gunner with the 351st Bomb Group, 508th Bomb Squadron, 35 missions as a tail gunner.
On my third mission, we got shot up with flak pretty badly. And the pilot got hit right in the leg right here with a piece of flak, and it come clear out his kneecap here. We only flew 3 missions with him. He never flew another mission. Then on the 11th mission, we got attacked by fighters, and I shot down an FW-190, and then 109 come up and flew formation with us, and I couldn't see, but I was back to guns like this, and I was scared. I really was scared, and I never moved my head or nothing. And the co-pilot kept me. He said, "Watch him, Kemp. He's putting his flaps down. He's going to put his flaps down and finish us off." The first one didn't get us, so I swung the guns around there and let him have it. I wouldn't have been here today if it wouldn't have been for that.
Now, I understand that both your waist gunners and your ball turret gunner were incapacitated at that point.
The ball turret gunner was blown clear out of the ship with the ball turret.
Oh my.
And the waist gunner, he was wounded, and the radio operator. This 109 stayed low enough that the top turret gunner couldn't get him.
Couldn't get him.
He knew that too, see.
And do you recall what was the mission? Where were you? Do you remember which mission it was?
No, my mission was on the 11th mission. It was at Mersburg, Germany. I remember the target was a oil refinery.
An oil refinery.
I had a chain in here, the track where the 50 calibers up here. Flak hit one and broke it open. Put a hole right in the 50 caliber shell. I got that shell yet. And I had to take it out at altitude, and it was about 45 degrees below zero, and I had to take that out, put the track together again, so the 50s would go up into the gun. So I had to do that at altitude. But I got it done. I couldn't do it today because I don't know what to do.
Where were you based?
Polbrook, England.
Polbrook?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Well, it was a nice base. It really had nice barracks, and we had nice sidewalks, and everything. It was just like a city. It was really nice. And we had good eats. We had the best of eats. And when we got done with it, what I liked best was when we got done with the mission, we got a shot of whiskey.
That's right.
When they would break you up, it would be about, well, I'd say between 1:30 and 2:30 in the morning. We had 2 missions. I remember they woke us up at 12:30 at night. Some of us weren't even in bed yet. And then you go to, they give you 1 hour to clean up. You had to shave because if you didn't shave, your oxygen mask wouldn't fit. And then you go eat. And about that time, when you'd eat, it'd be about 4 o'clock in the morning. That'd be about takeoff time. A lot of times they would say the takeoff time would be 5 o'clock instead of 4 o'clock. But I think they found out some of it was due to weather, some of it was due to the fighters over in Germany. They had the fighters. If they wait a while and let the fighters run out of gas, it'd be easier for us. So that's part of it. Then we'd go on the mission. Well, we'd have to suit up, put our flak suit on, all that kind of stuff. Then we'd go up to 10,000 feet, and we'd have to put our oxygen mask on 10,000 feet. They're getting in formation this time, and then when they get in formation, they head for southern England or North Sea, wherever you're going. And by that time, you're up to 25,000 feet.
And
higher.
And you'd be in the tail gun position.
Tail position ever since we was getting in formation.
To the target and back.
About 8 and 9 hours, I'd be back here in the tail. At first, we didn't have the P-51s would go all the way.
Right.
But we had 47s, they couldn't go all the way, and also P-38s. But we had P-38s, P-47s, and then later P-51s. But the P-51s really made you feel good. But the P-51s, was going to outfly them other guys. I've seen a P-38 one time. He was trying to get away from a 109. He's going like it, making a big serve like it. So, like he was going there for this 109, come right inside like that and blew him right out of 12 o'clock, right up there like that.
Oh wow.
Blew him right out of the sky.
So 10,000 feet and then 4 o'clock. So now you're over the target.
Yeah, we're over the target about. Sometimes we fly at 25,000 feet. Sometimes 29,000. The highest the B-17 I ever was in was 31,000. That's as high as it would fly with gas load and everything.
So how many hours has it been now from when you woke up to when you're over the target?
Oh, I'd say you would be about 5 or 6 hours.
5 or 6 hours, and now you're
And
on the
just
bomb
getting
run.
there, then you
Just
gotta
get
come
it
back.
That's right.
Then you got to get back. So then all total, you're around 8, 9 hours.
Coming back.
Depends how fast you come. One time we went to Target. We had 300 mile an hour ground speed and tilted. Then when we come back, it dropped down to 90 mile. It took forever to get back.
Headwinds, huh? Headwinds.
Did you serve with the same men for your entire 35 missions?
No.
No.
When I shot down the planes on the 11th mission, I got made lead tail gunner. And I flew with all the lead planes. Not all the time, but most of the time. And then I flew in 26 different B-17s.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
I flew with crews. I didn't know nobody or nothing. I didn't know.
Was that strange going in with
it? Me a bit.
No.
Was that common in your time? I mean, to have the crews all mixed up like that?
No. No, just for me.
Okay.
And guys is in my position. No, a lot of the guys, they come in, they had a crew, and they stayed with the crew for all their missions, but they never got shot up. Right? See, we got shot up pretty bad.
Yeah.
And there's a few guys in the crew, or in a complete crew, that finished their crew with the same outfit. But I flew with 26 different B-17s. I flew with crews. I didn't know nobody or nothing. They just went and done your job, got out. You didn't talk or nothing.
No.
Coming back on a mission, were you ever allowed to get out of your seat?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you could use the
That's a
relief
good
tube?
question. Because they come out. One time they come out, told us we had to stay in position because the Germans come over, and I don't know how they got through our fighters or anything, or defenses, but they come over and shot some airplanes down right in the pattern when they was in the pattern.
Oh, gosh.
So
In Polbrook?
well, no, it wasn't Polbrook. It was another base. Let me see if I can get out.
Yeah.
This here's Monday up here. You ever heard of Von Braun?
Pinamundi, yeah.
That's where he was stationed at. We bombed that place where the experimental station.
The experimental stuff, yeah.
And I still think yet today that they notified him to go somewhere to be safe, because they told us in briefing that he invented the B-1 bomber and also invented the engine for their 163.
Yes.
You've heard of that, haven't you?
Yes.
He invented that engine, a ramjet engine. That's where he invented that. But when we bombed there, he never got hit. They said he invented all that stuff, and he was 27 years old at that time.
And you think he was warned to go and
I think he was. That's right. I still have that in my mind.
because we were planning on getting him after as a trophy.
That's right. I was planning on getting him out. I know that for sure. See, I'm just thinking that moment.
So at heart, you're a conspiracy theory kind of guy.
That's right.
I love it. It's always good to have a skeptical mind.
That's right.
Well, Mr. Kemp, it's been an honor to
thank you
spend a
very
few
much.
minutes with you.
Thank you
And
very much.
let me shake your hand on behalf of all the people who can't be lucky enough to be here with and
Thank you very
and
much.
see you
Okay.
and look you in the eye and thank you with all
You
sincerity.
flying that B-17, do you?
I am flown in that B-25.